Hello and welcome. We're going to do an exploration of Natarajasana today, a version of dancer pose. Yeah, it'll be good. We'll be standing most of the time and no downward dog. So good news. Do grab yourself a strap or a belt or a scarf, something of the sort, and we'll get going. Also, if you are enjoying this content, please like and subscribe and hit the little bell somewhere down here so you get notifications when new classes are out. Let's get started. So begin seated. You can sit cross-legged or on your shins. I just like to get a little stretch on the front of my shins sometimes, so whichever. But take a hold of the strap. And we want it to, I'm about in a Y, but you can make your Y little, you can make it big. The tighter your shoulders are, the more space you'll want. So you can kind of explore here. And pull apart at the fist. So pull the fist away from each other. And notice how that moves the shoulder blades close to each other on the back. So make it active. Quite quickly, probably feel maybe some stretch in brachial plexus. And then begin to move the shoulders, the fist back just a little bit. Breathe into sensation. And then bring it all the way forward. Bring the strap forward. So from here, just got some heat running down the elbows or the arms. I'm going to open up a little bit more because we're going to take the arms behind the back. So you do you, figure out where you need to be. And then lift up the arms. And then we're going to bring them behind us. So maybe you just go back a little bit. Maybe you need to bend the elbows a bit. Maybe you widen a bit to bring them down. Notice that whenever you, that you don't arch too much whenever you're bringing down, because we want to keep the stretch in the opening in the shoulders rather than avoiding it by arching the back. So continue to move like you. And if it feels too easy, then come in just a little bit. You want to be finding some sensation. And then maybe next time come about halfway back and then bring the fists side to side. Maybe bend the elbows a little bit. Opening the heart, pulling the heart center forward just slightly. Really imagining that you're getting broader from shoulder to shoulder. And release. We'll come back to using the strap. You can put it at the top of your mat. And let's meet at the top of the mat in forward fold. However you'd like to get there. Feet can be together. They can be hips distance. Rag doll. Steady breath. Slight bend in the knees. And roll all the way up by pressing down through the feet. Arms lift. And exhale, hands, heart center. Let's begin. Inhale, lift the arms up. So this might be something a little bit different here. Now soften the knees with the arms up. You're going to pull the heart center forward just slightly, forward and up, as you begin to bend the arms into cactus arms. So think about this. Think about Hasta Bandha, which is the lift, the lock in the center of the palms, like they were suction cups, like you could draw air up into them. So we're cactusing the arms, soft bend in the knees, and then kind of on an inhale, like suck up in the hands, and then exhale out a little bit. So you got a little bit of a spinal wave going here, but you're moving with breath. We're going to begin to come forward. So hinging at the hips, but then drawing the shoulders back, the elbows back, the hands back. So still kind of thinking about bringing the inhale up through the center of the palms, The heart is leading, the hips are moving back. And then when you come about halfway down, bring the hands behind the back, interlace. The heart, the crown of the head gets long as the tailbone gets long in the other direction. And then slowly fold forward. Let the fist fall over. Knees can be as bent as you'd like. Steady breath. Slowly release the hands to the hips. Bend the knees, begin to gaze forward, press down through the feet, lift the chest up off the thighs, and lift the arms, chair pose. Sink the hips back, squeeze the legs together. Now gaze up towards the hands. Grab on to like an invisible bar, like you were gonna pull up here, and we're gonna grab it, and we're gonna pull ourselves up, leading with the heart as you press down through the feet. The arms come down, like you're pulling up. So the arms are bending as you're lifting, slight arch in the back. And exhale, hands to heart center. A little different. Inhale, lift the arms up. So we're gonna go down slow like this again. Exhale, you begin to cactus the arms, externally rotate the hands just a little bit. The inhale, you're drawing up through the hands as the heart center comes forward. Begin to hinge at the hips. And then when you come halfway down, interlace the hands, fold forward. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands. Plant the left hand, claw into the earth, kind of spider the fingers here, and take a big step back with the left foot. Pull back on the right hip crease as you lift up, revolved, twist. So hand can be on block. You can also come all the way down onto the palm as well. So pulling back on the right hip crease, slightly rotating the right foot like you are turning it clockwise. Just a little bit. It'll engage the IT band. And then on an exhale, you're going to push down into the right foot as the right arm reaches forward, really slowly brushes the floor as the right leg lengthens. Yeah, so you're kind of in a pyramid pose. The fingertips can draw back towards the back of the mat as you begin to bend into the right leg again, twisting, arm comes up, and we'll repeat this a couple times. So exhale, you reach the arm forward, lengthen the leg, and draw the hand back. Inhale, bend the knee, twist and lift. And exhale again. Inhale, bend the knee, lift, and then turn the foot. Turn both feet over towards the right. Walk the front foot back a little bit. So kind of in a supported Vashistasana. And then we're going to sink the hips down. So we're going to get a big opening on the left side body. And then right arm reaches down towards the toes, the left toes. Inhale, press through the right foot and the left hand to lift all the way up. Reach towards the top of the mat, and we're going to slide and slither all the way to the back of the mat, Skandasana. Two options. First, we're going to keep the hips high, but options are to fully plant the right foot on the ground, or you can externally rotate the right leg, toes go up. This will require you to bend a little bit more in the left foot. Heart is long. Maybe the arms go out. One more inhale here. And exhale, turn towards the back of the mat. Plant the hands out in front of your foot. Maybe there's blocks. Step into the left foot as the right leg lifts, L shape. Stay here for a moment, pulling back on the left hip crease, squaring the hips. And then exhale, right foot meets the left forward fold. Bend the knees down. Hips come down. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, sink the hips. Same as we did before. Look up, grab onto the invisible bar, and as you press down into the feet, lift the part up and the arms pull down. Exhale, hands heart center. Steady breath in. And out. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, begin to externally rotate at the hands a little bit. Soft bend in the knees, hips go back, heart comes forward. Take a few little articulations as you kind of suck up through the hands, puff up the heart, and then exhale, hinge a little bit more. Really leading with the heart. As if you could touch your elbows behind your back. And then when you come about halfway down again, the hands come behind the back, pour forward. One breath in. Full breath out. Release the hands. The right hand comes down, right foot steps back of the mat. Inhale, low lunge twist. So again here, both shoulders roll back. This time the foot has an energetic rotation towards the left. Steady breath. And then we move with breath. Inhale, lengthen the leg, reach forward. And pour forward as the hand draws back. 3 times like this. Move like you, move slow. Use the whole breath. One more inhale, rise. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, rise, and then now actively turn the toes all the way towards the left and walk the foot back just a little bit into the side plank Vashistasana. And then we melt the hip all the way down to the earth. Left hand kind of reaches towards the foot here. You're reaching that way. Opening on the right side body. And then inhale, press down to lift up. Come on the inside of the left thigh, slither all the way to the back of the mat. High Skandasana, your option with an external rotation or the foot planted. Also an option to lift the arms if you'd like. Really pull back on the right hip crease, lengthen. Imagine the tailbone and the crown of the head reaching in opposite directions. Engage the belly. And then exhale, back to the top of the mat. Hands reach out in front, L shape. Press down to lift up. I like to leave a slight bend in my standing leg. It keeps it active and buoyant. And I can square my hips a little easier. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, hips sink back, heart lifts. Exhale, sink the hips. Inhale, grab a hold of the bar and pull yourself up as the heart pulls through. Little back bend, upper back, heart opens. Exhale, hands to heart center. Full round of breath. All right, listen up, changing it up a little bit. Inhale, lift the arms up, put the weight into the left foot, and lift the right foot off the ground. So you see this a little bit. My right hip lifts, just so my footprint is coming off of the ground. I'm going to begin to bend the leg back. Just bend the foot back a little bit. And then the hands face forward, the same action. Get a little bit of buoyancy in the standing leg, but the same action of sucking the air up into the hands. Heart comes forward and the foot is going to come back. So just imagine, we're not working towards this necessarily, but like the foot could touch the head. So there's a lot of counterbalance here. Pubic bone lifts towards the belly, belly lifts towards the heart. Soften the left leg. And then big step back. The right foot meets the back of the mat. We're going to land in warrior one. So a slight external rotation. Arms lift up. Warrior one. Really press down into the back foot. And then imagine pulling your left ribs back towards the left hip crease back, and wrapping your right ribs forward just slightly. Pubic bone moves towards the belly button. Belly button moves towards the sternum. Right hip crease as well comes forward just slightly. All right, inhale, lengthen the left leg. Arms come into cactus, heart lifts, gaze up just slightly, and then we're going to pour forward like we poured forward and forward fold earlier. So really actively pressing through both feet for stability. The heart leads as the arms come back. The heart's super long, hips hinge, slowly, and then hands find the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold down, long heart. Once more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, long heart. Weight into the right hand, bend the left leg, take a tiny step back with the right foot. A lot of us will need to. And then inhale, left arm long. All 10 toes towards the left. So you can move it back just a little bit, really pressing down through the left foot, lift up as if there was a fire underneath the hips here. You're really lifting. And then tree pose Vashistasana. So we're just going to lift the leg. You can either lift it so it's not touching, or you can lift it so that the foot and the leg are pressing into one another. Left arm can be lifted, or I like to bring it towards the top of the mat. It helps me arch a little bit more, opening up the left side body. One more inhale. Gaze towards the top of the mat. Left foot goes towards the left corner. Reach, reach, reach with the left arm. And then we slide towards the back of the mat, Skandasana. Bend in the right leg. Arms go long. Reach out towards the side. Find a little buoyancy. And then exhale towards the back of the mat. Hands go towards the top of the mat. Big step up, L shape. Stay here for a moment. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend in the knees. Inhale, lift the heart, chair pose. And exhale, sink the hips. Inhale, gazing up, reach onto the invisible bar. As you pull the heart, lift. Little upper back bend, gaze up, hips can move forward, and exhale, hands, heart center. Inhale, lift the arms up. This time the left leg lifts just slightly, just so that the foot pad comes off, and then tip the toes back just slightly. Soft bend in the standing leg, and begin to kind of work the heart open. Every inhale, kind of suck up through the hands to give you lift in the heart. And really think less about bending the back as you're lifting, opening the heart. And the toes are just being guided up, as if you had a string from the sky pulling up. And then we're going to lengthen the back leg towards the back of the mat. Maybe that's graceful, maybe not. Warrior one. So we just had a big kind of opening in the back body, but we want to integrate now in warrior one. So knit the low ribs together. Shift the pubic bone forward and pull it up towards the belly. And let's pull the left ribs and the left hip bone forward as they kind of slide back on the right side. Actively pressing down through the back foot. Lots of things happen in warrior one. It's quite an intricate pose. Next, inhale, lengthen the front leg. Cactus the arms, dip back just a little bit. And then exhale, actively pressing through both feet with a really long heart. We're folding forward, slowly. As if elbows could draw together on the back. The heart is leading and fold forward, pyramid. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Once more, inhale, halfway lift. And release. Bend into the front leg, a low lunge twist. So I like to step back just a little bit with my left foot and open up. And then slide to all 10 toes. So the front foot comes back. Supported Vashistasana. Stay here for a moment. Be sure that you're on the knife edge side of the back foot. So we're not sickled down here. It's really active. And staying here or moving into a tree pose, Vashistasana, side plank. Steady breath wherever you are. Really pressing away with the left arm. Getting arch on the right side body. And then right foot slowly steps towards the top of the mat. Come on the inside of the leg and slither back. Skandasana. High, arms wide. And then turn back towards the top of the mat. L shape. Pop up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. We're going to grab the strap, so maybe even wrap it around your neck. Wrap it behind your neck. Slight bend in the knees. Begin to gaze forward, lift up. Chair pose, forgot the name. And then gaze up. Grab onto the bar as you press and lift, heart opens. And exhale, hands to heart center. Let's take the strap and bring it behind the back. Put the weight into the left foot. Well, let's actually do it the other side. Let's put the weight into the right foot and loop the left foot. So the strap goes on the top of the front of the foot and have that point, that like half flex, half point. And then as if you're putting on a backpack with the strap. And think about pulling the pubic bone forward towards the belly button towards the heart. Because remember, we're not thinking about the back bend, we're thinking about the heart opener. So lift up through the sternum and the heart, and then lift the arms up. So the elbows can go straight up. That's how we'll often do this, but you can think about them being a little bit wider this time maybe. So we're resembling that cactus pose. Bend into the standing leg a little bit, and then work the arms up and the leg up. You can walk the hands back on the strap if you want a little bit more, but really think about lifting the heart here. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Expanding. And then slowly release the strap. I just drop one of the hands and step back into warrior one. There's Natarajasana dancer pose, one of the variations. Warrior one. Inhale, lengthen the front leg. Lift the heart, cactus the arms. So here again, really long on the front side body. Pubic bone towards the belly, belly towards the heart, throat, gaze up. And then exhale, fold forward. Maybe opening the arms up wide as you let the heart drip down. Pyramid. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Once more. Inhale, halfway lift. And step the left foot back just slightly. Bend in the front leg. Take the slow lunge twist. So tree pose Vashistasana, or you can have the leg up. An option to take wild thing. So if you want to take wild thing here, then you're going to slowly drip the toes down and behind. I like to bend both knees to open the heart and then draw with the knees bent. Take the top arm and reach it back as far as you can. Now grab onto that invisible bar like we have been doing in chair pose, bending in the knees just slightly, and then pull up onto the bar as you lengthen the legs or lengthen the left leg. And then maybe bring the hands wide again, maybe bring it all the way open. Slowly, heart twists back down. Right foot steps towards the top of the mat. Slither Skandasana, back of the mat. Take a moment here, a little bit of buoyancy. Grab your strap and we'll take it to the back of the mat. L shape. Maybe taking hands to heart center here in an airplane. You can extend them long as well. And folding down. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen the spine, traction out, and fold. Go ahead and grab the strap and let's roll up this time. So let everything be soft as you press into the feet. Arms lift, float up, and melt down. I think we got a dreamer here. Sweetie. All right, let's do this on the other side. So weight into the left foot and lift up the right foot just a little bit. Arms go up. And behind, hook the foot. Find that kind of half flex, half point. And then lift the arms up. And begin to think before you go too deep about lengthening the front of the body. Pubic bone towards the belly, belly towards the sternum. And then cactusing the arms. Find buoyancy in the standing leg. Do yourself a favor here. And you can press the foot into the strap back into the foot by pulling the hands. So you're getting lots of edge to play with, lots of borders to explore. Even walking up the strap if you'd like. And when you're ready, releasing the strap, stepping back, warrior one. Wrapping the right ribs, right hip crease forward. And then inhale, lengthening the front leg, lengthening the front of the body. You open the arms just slightly. Then maybe they extend out into a T as you fold forward with the heart length. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Once more. Inhale, lift, right hand plants. Side plank, any version. And then if you'd like, wild thing. Drip the toes down, spiral the heart, bend the knees. And just play with me here by lengthening the top arm, grabbing onto the invisible bar, and then pulling yourself up as you lengthen the right leg. And see how that, if that changes getting into this posture for you. Pubic bone towards the belly, belly towards the heart. And slowly spiraling around, left foot towards the top of the mat. Slither back, Skandasana. Taking a little bow. And top of the mat. And taking a moment, either in L shape, airplane, any variation. A couple more rounds of breath. And exhale, left foot meets the right, folding down. Inhale, waving up. And exhale, Malasana, squat, high or low. Maybe there's movement, maybe there's not. And then all the way down onto the ground. Let's take a gentle twist over towards the right. Just to wring the spine a bit. And a gentle twist over towards the left. And to center. A few rounds of breath and stillness just to observe the effects of your practice. And press down through the sit bones. And lengthen up through the back of the neck, crown of the head. Noticing energy shift, any vibration in the body. Any of the effects of your practice. And bringing the hands together, maybe pouring the forehead down just slightly. Let's bow forward in gratitude. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. And I hope that you enjoyed this. It was different, playful, definitely finding lots of opening on the front body for me. So I hope that it was of benefit. If you'd like to practice longer form classes, we get to go a lot deeper and more detailed. Check out CCY Studio, my membership service. You get a 14-day free trial. You can come check it out and have some live class opportunities there. So we can do this thing live. That is it. Thank you so much. Ciao.